Hey guys, it's Shelly here with Lovecreatelaugh.blogspot.com. Tonight I'm doing a video response to Mel, who is on her YouTube channel is Hearts, Hearts 1217. She is doing a challenge giveaway on her YouTube channel and it's called Mel's Winter White Challenge. And I'm going to quickly run through her ingredients, as she called them, for her challenge. One was obviously to make a card or layout or whatever item you wanted, following these ingredients. One, it has to have a snowflake. Two, she wanted the color palette to be purple and white. Or it had to include purple and white. I don't suppose it had to be 100%, at least hopefully, because I put some black in there, but purple and white. And then she wanted at least one stamp, and then also one Cricut cut, or if you don't have a Cricut, a die cut of some sort. And then I think twine was also a requirement, or an ingredient. That was really cute that she said an ingredient. And then fun was the last one I think I saw listed on her list, written under the challenge video. So this is my third card that I made trying to get entered into this challenge. The first card I made looked like a kindergartner could have made it. I'm not even kidding, because I'm not very good at making cards and I don't do it very often. And so the first one really did look like a kindergartner kind of made it. Not that this one's terribly that much better, to be honest, but I actually kind of like this one more for the textile piece of it. Like, I like the texture of it much better than the first one that I made. So, I'll go ahead and go through what I did. I used a couple different textures that I'm into the mixed media kind of thing too, and canvas making and that kind of thing. So, right now, a lot of my focus, a lot of the time, is on texture. So I had this specialty paper here, which kind of had some snowflake design, similar to snowflake, and it is a, let me find that paper. And this is what the paper looks like. And I just cut, a small piece of it out of the corner. And here's, of course, when I cut it off, I happened to cut off the part that had the tag on it, so I'll put that upside down so you guys can see it. But it's the Paper Studio paper. I don't know if I got this at Archivers or if I got this at Hobby Lobby, but those are the only two that I've ever seen, these kind of textured, textile-y type of papers. So that's the first thing that I was kind of drawn to for this challenge, because I really like that it's white with the shimmer to it. And it's kind of textile-y, in that it has a texture to it. I used a black basil, I think it's even Swiss Dots base, I'm pretty sure. Let me pull it up. Oops, I just lost my blank. Yikes. So it's just the basil Swiss Dots background. What's going on up here? Must have got some adhesive on there or something. And then the purple that I used was an older Stampin' Up! Paper that I've had in my stash for quite a while. I think it's Eggplant Envy or something like that. It's a really dark, pretty purple that I really like, and that's pretty much my go-to purple for anytime I need anything purple. And then, let's see, ribbon from my stash, twine, it's the Twinery twine. Is it the Twinery twine? Yeah, it's the Twinery twine. And then my Cricut cuts were these, and this is where I get frustrated doing stamping, because I stamped this image out no less than like 5 times, trying to get a solid impression. And yes, I did stamp on the foam that comes with the Close to My Heart packet. I used 3 different types of ink, trying to get the look that I wanted. So I don't know what more I could have done. But that's part of the problem with me with stamping, is I get frustrated, and then, because I want it to look right and perfect, and, obviously paper crafting isn't for perfectionists, at least not in my case. So then this side, this silver here, I picked up this roll of this stuff, It's a huge roll of it. There's tons of it here. At a garage sale, I don't know, a couple months ago, and I have tons of it. And I love the texture of it. And so I've been adding it to projects here and there. And I really like the look of that silver with this. And I had tried, this is silver ink here, this pop dotted one. Basically, I took the same image and I stamped it twice. And I'll show you the stamps, but I stamped it twice and it had two different cuts to cut up the top layer and then the bottom. Let me just show you those stamps real quick so you know what I'm talking about. But on my, this is from the Art Philosophy cartridge, and Close My Heart. So this image right here, when you cut it out of your Cricut, it cuts out the whole thing, and then it'll cut a layer that's just this solid piece. So the silver part, so I stamped the whole thing in purple on the bottom layer, and then I just stamped the middle piece. Well, I mean, you stamp the whole thing again, because the stamp's one big piece, but it only shows up on the die cut piece. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't, but hopefully you understand what I mean. And so that's one of the first stamp that I used was this one here from this Close to My Heart stamp set. And that's also my Cricut cut. I cut it out twice, once for the back layer, back there, it's the purple layer, and then again for the silver layer, which I lost my bling. And then the snowflakes I cut out of another specialty paper that I had. I think I bought it, I'm pretty sure I bought this one last year at Archivers, because I just got that snowflake punch last year, but it's very shimmery white. And I used it, as you could see here, I did use it last year for some snowflakes as well. But I really like the shimmer of it in person. It's really, really pretty. And then on the inside, I just put another layer of cardstock, like a purple layer, and then this white layer. I used another stamp. This stamp is from the same stamp set. It's this one. And it's basically just the circle. And it says Winter Wishes, and it has the snowflake. And I just kind of put it all over the place. And then this little tiny snowflake is from a different Close to My Heart stamp set, which is this one. Where is it? Is it on here? Or is it? Oh no, it's on the same one. It's this one. So those are the two stamps that, well, I guess I used all three of these stamps on here. So that is my card and my entry into Mel's Winter White challenge. That was much more of a challenge for me than it probably should. Oh, and then I put some bling on there. There's like supposed to be one there, here, and those three snowflakes. Probably wasn't supposed to be quite as much of a challenge as it turned out to be for me, but I've said it 1,000 times. I'm very stamp challenged and card making challenged. So when I do have some that turn out nice, I'm excited. This one is not my, I mean, it's not horrible compared to the first, I mean, I'm not even kidding you. I'm going to show, if I don't even know if I kept it, but if I kept, let me see if I can find the first. I am almost embarrassed to show it, but if I can find it, I would show it to you because you would just laugh. Because I'm so horrible at making cards. It literally looked like my 4-year-old could have made it. Where did I do with it? I can't find it. That is one of the, I suppose one of the benefits of having this mess right now, is that I can't find that embarrassing first attempt. I really would like to find it though, because I laugh at myself all the time, and when I was trying to figure out a way to put the card together where it didn't look absolutely ridiculous, I just was like, no, we're starting over. Actually, it was my third attempt, so my first attempt went awry because I used a color. I used this base. I was going to use this as the base, but that's really taupey and tan looking, and so against the white, it looked silly. So that was actually the first attempt. Here's the second attempt. Yes, I'm 4 years old. Oh, it's so funny. So the background, I had stamped that snowflake using a Stampin' Up! Craft stamp pad, ink pad, and I'll show it to you. Here's the ink pad. It's Perfect Plum. And I don't know what's going on with the stamp pad. Like, somebody got to, because it's a mess. It was leaking all over the place, and it's super, super, like, goo, like, ugh. It's sticky, and it's everywhere. And so when I was trying to stamp that background, you know, and make, see, look at my hand. I think I might just throw this away. I can't even shut it. Okay, so when I was stamping out, attempting to stamp out this background, like I wanted it to be like a tone on tone. And I should have just used Versamark, but I was trying to space it, you know, relatively evenly. And it just looked ridiculous. So then I went back and tried it with silver ink, which is also a craft ink that you can emboss. I just smudged it all up with my fingers from that ink pad, but these were silver, and they don't, like, this ink doesn't exactly stamp perfectly, so it just looked so juvenile. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna throw this away, and I almost gave up, and I just thought, you know what, no, I'm just gonna do one more try, and this is what I came up with. And again, it's not my favorite card I've ever made, but I'm just pleased that it doesn't look like a 4-year-old did it. So thanks for the challenge, Mel. I appreciate it. I thoroughly enjoy your videos, and you know, hearing your goings on, and I appreciate you as a YouTuber, and I appreciate the challenge. So here's my entry, and thanks for watching, guys.